to start our second ever combine of the franchise in this ELF story that we started last year. I'm just going to go quickly through a couple of things that I need you guys I want to explain to you. Then we have a little chat with Andrew. Then we'll explain all the drills that I'm pretty sure that you all know, but just in case. Then we'll get started, okay? So, as you know, we're talking about a franchise from the European League of Football, which means starting to professionalize the sport, which is yet amateur in so many countries in Europe, okay? This next season, we will be playing, if we made it to the final, which we hope. In total, the ELF will play 101 games. There's more than 1,300 players licensed for making it to each of the franchise. There's a lot of content created. There's activities off season, activities in season. And despite this is a short season, it's true that it's quite intense. And people get hurt, we need replacements, we need starters. So we want to have the deepest depth chart of roster that we could ever have to make sure that we make it healthy until the end of the season. And that's the reason why we do this combine. We want to make sure that we count with the most talented athletes in Spain and abroad to make sure that we have the most competitive team, because no make mistakes, guys. Last season, we were like a surprise for everyone, but there will be teams that will be that surprise this year. So we need to be prepared for that, okay? So after the last news we've received, there will be just 16 teams this season. Okay? And as I said, this means that talent will get redistributed to some of the teams. So the teams that were weak last year might not be that weak this year. So we need to keep that in mind and be prepared for everything, because anything can happen this year. Okay? Just to give you a little bit of background on how the league is doing, despite all the news that you can see in media, you know, about if the league is doing well, it's doing wrong. The truth is the league is growing. Okay? So as you can see, we have more attendance in most of the regular season games that we have. And obviously in the championship game, you can see also an increase of attendance. So this means that we're in the right trend. We're still not there to make certain things, and we have limitations, and we know that. But the league is working hard to make sure that we have partners that allow us to bring the sport to the next level all around Europe and in the rest of the world. So how we do things and what we want. And this is very important for us, because these are, you know, the essence of our team, okay? In Madrid Bravos, we know that what we want to do, and our target is to increase the visibility of the sport in Spain, so we can increase the fan base, increase the athletes, and increase the coaches that devote time to this sport all across Spain. By that, we will be sure that we will become the most competitive team in Europe, so we can end up being the program of reference in all the country. Also, I want to thank our partners that help us here to develop the project. That's our main sponsor, our companies that help us with all the different services like ICP, Aventis, and You First, and also the Council of Las Rozas that provides the training facility, and the Council of Madrid that provides the stadium where we play. So, as you can see through the ELF, there's different organizations with different structures, okay? What we have here is what we can provide for players to make sure that you get the best environment to be developed and get the most out of you in terms of football, okay? So Victoria, who's over there, is our president and main owner, okay? We got certain people that is not here yet, as Nacho, who's in charge of the social media, but we have Paula, and we have Santiago, who are our community manager, and then our videographer. We have Carlos Perez Samarriba, who is our athletic director, who works closely with the coaches, and with Ricky, to make sure that we get the best talent in Spain, okay? We get Sebas as operations director, who's over there, okay? We got Gonzalo as coordinator, and we added recently Pilar, who's over there, who will be the event coordinator at the game, okay? On top of that, we brought Andrew as head coach, I'm sure you all know. Wade Harman as all-line coach. We're still working a couple of positions for the defensive part. And we have Spanish coaches, Abel and Azael, okay, on a strength and conditioning team and a medical team that will take care of all what we need to do to make sure that you guys, the 53 players that make the roster, and the 12 practice squad guys, to make sure that we can develop the best and take the best out of you to make sure that you become a great player. So what we're trying to do with this is provide this environment and work to the best of our capabilities and provide the best experience for you, okay? But you need to take one thing into account. This is what we expect from you, okay? Last year, we were a unknown franchise. So we're gonna face teams that have more history than us and more experience. So that's why we need to be brave, because we're gonna face teams that have walked a long path and we just jumped yet. So we need to be brave, okay? We need to demonstrate strength. We might be facing rivals that are bigger than us, maybe they think that are stronger than us, but our strength and our fight spirit is always there, okay? So this is part of the values that we encourage our players to have. Because with all of those three and the people that is behind our organization, we're gonna make sure that we achieve victory, okay? So we need all your individual effort to ensure that we get collective success. And this is the most important part of the team. So last year, first time in the ELF, first time of the team built in April 2024. We had a great record, 8-4. We made it to the playoffs, okay? We lost a wild card, but remember, things might change this season. There's going to be tougher teams. We're going to be more prepared, but teams are going to know what to expect from us. So this is something that we need to work since the very beginning and make sure that we give at least the same result or even better. So, next steps. Season starts today, okay, with this event. This is the kickoff of our working season for 2025. We'll have this schedule. You will be guided by the volunteers and the rest of the guest coaches and the staff. Once we finalize today, we will gather all the information. We will do all the analysis and the assessments, okay? Those of you that will get in contact, those of you that have achieved or outstand over the rest, we'll probably get in contact with you and see what we can do. We will keep all the information of you guys, no matter what the result is. We will share with you all the data and all the information and the results. Another thing that I want to say is that despite not being cold at the end during the next couple of months, keep trying, keep pushing, because nobody knows what's going to happen during the season and who we're going to need to be ready to stand up, okay? Okay, this is the video. We'll take a look later. We're going to present that later. So, one thing for concluding. This is our philosophy. This is what we want to do. This is what we want you guys to, record in your brains, okay? First, we know that we need to believe that we can do things, and we know that. We demonstrated that last year. So we need to believe it, we need to expect it, and then we need to make it happen. Because our target every day, either it's game day, game week, or whatever, is to be 1-0 every week, getting better every day. So that's why we're building this organization and this project, to make sure that we improve, not only from the athletic point of view, but also from the event point of view, the experience that we provide, both to players and fans. Okay? So now, Andrew.
Can you guys hear me without this?
Probably.
Yeah. All right, so hey, today is an opportunity to come out, compete, show us what you've got. Like Jaime said, some guys are going to make this team today. And some guys are going to get on our radar, and if things change, if guys get hurt, which it's a football season, so it's going to happen, we know that. Some guys are competing to make this team down the road, all right? So put your best foot forward today, show us what you got. This is between your game tape that we've seen and today, like, this is your shot, all right? There's nothing else. We don't need messages like, hey, I know I could have done better. I'm sorry I didn't do good, on Saturday, but I know I can do better. Like, that doesn't matter to us, okay? We've got that game tape and today. Okay, so this is it. So let's see what you got. Let's see if we can't fill out this roster. I see some faces that I recognize, some faces I don't recognize. Feel free to introduce yourself at some point today, all right, and go out and compete. Okay, compete. Let's see what you got. Thank you.